Hey, what's happening, MGTOW? Welcome to the home of Walk and Talk MGTOW shit. It's a beautiful day out here in the Northwest, and it's a great day to do the walk. Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck, man?
Wow, I am taking over Kendall Regan videos. That little sissy boy, I got him kidnapped. He do not know how to make fucking mental videos. Well, today's video, I'm about to expose the financial crisis that this title bitches are complaining about. Throughout the video, I will interrupt and give my mental point of view. Check out this clip, gentlemen.
The virus itself has hit hard, disproportionately hard, Black and Hispanic Americans. The job cuts in particular are squeezing American women. We want to take a look at the changing playing field in America post-virus and in the part of our recovery where we just don't know what's coming around the corner. To take a look at the gender divide and what appears to be a widening one, we're joined now by Dr. Nicole Mason. She is president and CEO of the Institute for Women's Policy Research. Dr. Mason, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
This is such an important topic to understand the faces, the stories, the experiences behind the numbers. Why are women, in particular women of color, being so disproportionately affected?
Well, gentlemen, here we go again. I want to tell you why these women having a hard time finding a job after the layoff due to the fact these women did not educate themselves. They did not participate in university, college, or going to a nursing program. They chose non-essential jobs, easy jobs like retailing, restaurants, hostess, so on and so forth. And due to the new economy, pretty much those jobs going to be on hold until things get better. So this lady's going to have a real hard time.
The reason why women of color have been disproportionately impacted by the number of job losses over the last few months is because they're disproportionately and overrepresented in service sectors. So that's health, education, hospitality, leisure. Those sectors have been hit hard by the stay-at-home orders, and it's disproportionately impacted these workers.
So the job cut itself is difficult, but supporting a family, if you are a single mom, the level of difficulty is that much harder. How are people handling this, and what does it look like in terms of the prospects for finding work right now?
Well, gentlemen, what we got here? Single mother syndrome. I thought these Black and Latina self-dependent women, strong Black women. Well, what are you going to expect next? Big Daddy government to bail them out like always. I got a plan for the solution for these single mothers out there. Later on in this video, I got a perfect plan that my friend Kendall Regan mentioned in a few videos in the past.
So since the start of the pandemic, around there have been 30 million jobs lost, and women have sustained 70% of those losses. So to put that in perspective, in February, the unemployment rate for women was around 4%. Today, it's around 15.7, and it's higher for Black and Latino women. And many of those mothers are breadwinner mothers, meaning that 40% of their income contributes to their household income. And for single mothers, particularly Black and Latino mothers, they're more likely to be the primary wage earners in their families. So what this means in terms of the job losses is that those women are least likely to be able to make ends meet, and many of them were struggling before the start of the pandemic. And it's only been exacerbated.
Well, gentlemen, let me explain something to you men out there. The reason that this lady are bitching and complaining is, for the first time in a really long time, they have to stay at home and work. Not only work, but they have to feed, cook, and educate their children. So they're not used to that. They're used to going out to the workplace, socialize, mingle, and bullshit. Now, since they're facing this new economy, they are freaking out and they don't know what to do with themselves because they're not out there in the workplace socializing and being little Miss Butterfly, social butterflies.
So the a snapshot of the most vulnerable and the most heavily impacted. But for so many families, even women who have the luxury of continuing to work from home have had to turn those kitchen tables into classrooms along with their home office. The balance part of this seems off. What is this doing to women in the workplace, the workforce, and pay equity?
So I'm one of those women. So about 30% of the workforce are able to work from home. Most of the other workers, particularly lower wage workers, many of whom are women, are not able to work. And so what this pandemic has forced women into is this very impossible role. They have the dual roles as wage earners as well as primary caregivers. They're now responsible because of schools have closed as well as daycares have closed. They have taken on the lion's share of caregiving responsibilities, including homeschooling. And a new study that was just released found that, which I don't think is very surprising, that women, working women who are working from home only have about 1 hour of uninterrupted work. They can't go without, they can't go more than.
That sounds about right.
Gentlemen, the laugh that you hear right there is a laugh of fear, depression, and desperation. These women are so under stress that they don't know what to do with themselves. They're talking about men having 4 hours and women having 2 hours. Well, us, MGTOW, we have 24 hours because we are free men. Don't you enjoy seeing the desperation and the skanks?
Right. Compared to their male counterparts who, have about 3 hours of uninterrupted paid work that they're able to accomplish from working from home. So what this says to me is that women are taking on the majority of the responsibility of care work at home, including homeschooling, but also housework and the other caretaking demands.
So there is this push to reopen the economy, but from what you are painting the picture of in terms of how our society is actually functioning, these women won't have an easy time going back to work, even though some of these businesses are reopening.
Well, gentlemen, have you noticed something? Have you noticed the white anchor? She looked like she's about to cry. Listen, gentlemen, I have a perfect plan and solution for this problem that these women are facing, especially single mothers. It's very easy. They can keep the welfare. They can keep child support, food stamps. But we also want to provide them with the internet and laptops so they can teach their kids and they can stay at home 24/7 with their kids. No more daycare, no more school, punting the kids off to school. Let them suffer. Let them suffer. Let them pay for the consequences of being a single mother. That is the plan I implemented out there.
That's right. The idea that when the stay-at-home orders are lifted, that we're just going to go back to 100% is just a fallacy. What we know is that there will not be one-for-one replacement for all those jobs lost. So if we lost 30 million jobs, we're not going to, when we lift the stay-at-home orders, everybody goes back to work. That's just impossible. And we also know that for a lot of families and a lot of women workers in particular, if the daycares are closed, schools are closed, summer camps are off, those women will not be able to enter back into the workforce in numbers post or pre-pandemic.
But of course, throw more money at the symptom, more money at the problem. They want to build out these women. Pretty much what we're looking at it is a socialism for women, just for women. But just bear in mind and think about the millions and millions of single fathers did not receive one fucking dime from the stimulus paycheck. Not even one fucking dime. Can you imagine that? Well, gentlemen, this is going to be my short video. To all you men out there watching this video, I'll tell you what, stop being just a pussy and go to MGTOW.tv. Yes, that's where it's at. MGTOW.tv. All the great content creators out there making great content for MGTOW and MGTOW only. Also, follow Kendall Regan podcast. Yes, Kendall Regan, that CCS boy. Follow him. He gonna put the podcast link below this video. Well, with this, gentlemen, Just like that sissy boy Kendall Regan says. Peace. Stay MGTOW. Here we definitely catch you at the next podcast or video.